Chapter 7. Shadows. I don't think Anna Andrei knows him, Wendy said. At least, she's never mentioned him to me. Maybe she was ordering squab for the inn, Jill suggested. She said she'd started getting meals soon. She said she'd be starting meals soon. Clayton Bishop said he raises pigeons for food. Perhaps so. You don't need to use ration stamps for pigeons, Nana said. But if you're hungry, you probably need to eat forest squab. There's hardly any meat on them. Jill shuddered. I've never eaten a pigeon, and I don't think I ever will, even when they're called squab. Oh, but I've heard they serve them at all the ritzy restaurants, Wendy said. Nana reached for a potato chip. Jill, tonight's my night out. Every Sunday, I meet with friends. I'm hoping you'll be able to keep yourself busy on Sunday evenings without me. It's okay, Nana. I listen to my favorite programs every Sunday. I'll be fine. Nana nodded. Good. I love Charlie McCarthy, said Wendy. He's on Sunday nights. What do you do with your friends? Jill asked her grandmother. Play cards? No, we just talk, Nana said. She got up and took the empty plates from the table and headed inside. Can you come over on Sunday nights? Jill asked Wendy. Right after I help with the dinner dishes. Wendy heaved a sigh. There's only Aunt Adrian and me right now. I hope we don't have too many guests at the end this summer. I don't want to miss the clam bake and dances coming up. Wendy looked over Jill's shoulder. Say, look who's come to visit. Query McDonald was standing in the driveway by his bicycle. What's he doing here? Jill whispered. He's probably following me, Wendy answered under her breath. I told you he likes me. Query waved and adjusted the kickstand on the bicycle. Hi, he said, coming into the yard. Just thought I'd drop by to say hello. He sat down on the picnic bench. Guess I missed lunch. And me, hungry enough to eat boiled owl. Too bad, Jill said. Corey ignored her comment. Hey, what are you two doing tonight? Why? Wendy asked. Corey spoke directly to Jill. I know your grandma meets with the other witchy ladies on Sunday nights, so I figure you'd be alone and wondering what to do. Jill frowned. What do you mean, witchy ladies? Well, that's what everyone calls them. They have secret meetings at Ida Wilmar's house. No one knows what's going on. It's been kind of suspicious for around about a year now. What do you mean suspicious? Jill demanded. Can't some ladies get together and knit or something without the whole town wondering what's going on? Query shrugged. Word gets around this town. A lot of blabbermouths in Winter Haven. The ladies are probably knitting afghans. All the club women back home are making afghans for servicemen, Wendy said. There must be enough afghans for everyone in the world by now. Don't forget bundles for Britain, Jill added. My mom keeps a big barrel in the garage, and we fill it every month with clothes and blankets to send overseas. Oh, well, it's no one's business what those ladies do anyway, Wendy said. She turned to Corey. What are you doing tonight? Jill and I thought we'd listen to Charlie McCarthy. Want to come over? Is it okay, Jill? Corey asked. I guess so, Jill said reluctantly. I have to ask Nana first. Ask me what? Nana appeared from the house with more dishes and a pie. Dessert is ready. Hello, Corey. Want a slice of apple pie? Corey wants to listen to the radio with us tonight while you're gone, Jill explained. Is that all right, Nana? It's fine by me. Nana slid pieces of pie onto the plates. She handed Jill a wedge of Gouda, cheese, and a knife. Cut this up 4 ways, she said. It tastes good enough to eat with apple pie. I'll do it, Wendy offered, slicing the cheese and placing a piece on each plate. Shortly after Nana left for the evening, Corey and Wendy arrived. Jill turned on the radio in the parlor, and they listened to the Jack Benny and Charlie McCarthy programs. They sipped soda pop and ate molasses cookies that Nana made with the last of her month's supply of sugar. Sarge took a fancy to Corey and stretched out at his feet like a dog. Will your dad be singing on the radio sometime soon, Jill? Asked Wendy. He said he'd be on Manhattan Merry-Go-Round soon. That's on Sunday nights, too. Swell. We'll come over and listen with you, said Wendy. Must be great to have a famous dad, Corey said. But you ain't stuck up, Jill. What's to be stuck up about, Jill replied. My dad's a pretty regular person. It's hard to think of him as a celebrity. What's he like? Wendy asked. I mean, really. He's nice. He's fun. I miss him when he's away, but he always sends me little gifts wherever he is. Sometimes when he's on the air, he sings certain songs, especially for Mom. What songs? Asked Corey. You're My Everything, and Our Love Is Here to Stay, and Wendy sighed. That is so utterly romantic. When I was born, Daddy sang Mighty Like a Rose on the radio. Actually, that song is written for a boy baby, so Daddy changed a little for a girl. All my birth announcements had Rose on them. Jill became quiet. Corey got up to look out the window. It's just now getting dark, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Hey, there's something way out there on the water. Jill jumped up and ran to the windows. Probably a whale. Nana says sometimes you can see them breach out front. There, see? Corey pointed to a shadow off the point. If it were a whale breaching, it would have disappeared by now. Jill could only see dark waves. Don't they come in schools? In pods, when he joined them. Whales are in pods. What I mean is, if there's one, we may see others. Let's go up to the Widow's Walk and watch. Jill ran to the stairs. Come on. The trio raced up the stairway leading to the lookout. Be careful, Jill said, as she led the way to the rooftop. She tugged at the heavy bolt, then pushed the hatch door open. This is some sight, Corey exclaimed when they stepped onto the deck. It's about as good as the view from top of the lighthouse. You can even see the entrance to Frenchman's Cove from here. Where's that? Wendy asked. Over there on the other side of those cliffs, Corey pointed. It's a nice gunk hole. What's a gunk hole? Jill asked. It's a hidden harbor, bigger than an eel rut. Speak English, Corey, Jill exclaimed. I don't understand you. Talking English for Pete's sake, Corey spouted. It's just Maine talk, Wendy said to Jill. Then, addressing Corey, she said, Now explain what an eel rut is. An eel rut is a tiny inlet, but Frenchman's Cove is deep, a gunk hole. It's got the deepest water around here. In fact, I heard say it's the only natural fjord in North America. What's a fjord? Jill asked. Danged if I know, Corey laughed. A hole, I reckon. It's a deep gorge under the water, Wendy said. Norway is known for its fjords. You're right smart, Wendy, Corey said. Anyways, Frenchman's Cove's deserted. No way to get in or out of there by foot, except by an old path through the woods. Jill went to the railing. There, I see something. Moving through the waves, look. In that glow on the water from the lighthouse beam, see? Corey squinted his eyes. That ain't no whale. I don't see it, said Wendy. Jill scanned the water. Neither do I, now. Is it a boat? Asked Wendy. Maybe, but it had no lights, Jill answered. Sometimes fishermen come back from the harbor without lights. That way, they can't be spotted by enemy subs. You know, U-boats, Corey explained. U-boats. Unterseeboot, Wendy said. That's German for undersea boats, said Jill wearily. That's easy enough to figure out. There are no enemy subs around here, Wendy scoffed. They're out in the ocean, looking for warships, not fishermen. We got a Navy intelligence radio intercept station just down the road a piece. They're listening for subs all the time, said Corey. If there was any U-boats out there, they'd be in touch with each other by radio. The naval base would hear anything coming across on radio waves. So you're sure there are no U-boats around here? Jill asked. Positive, said Corey. My pa would have heard something about it from the Coast Guard. He hears all the news. That's how I found out about the ship that was lost the other night. It'd be dumb for U-boats to be cruising these here parts with the Navy listening right up the road. Wendy's right. U-boats ain't interested in fishermen. Well, whatever it was, it's gone, said Jill. Let's go downstairs. I'm getting cold. It's so pretty out here, said Wendy, holding her skirt, twirling it around. I wish I were a bird. I'd fly right to the moon. As she pranced, her dress fluttered in the breeze like wings. Come on and dance, Corey, she teased, tugging him by the sleeve. Corey pulled away. For Pete's sake, Wendy, cut it out. Let's go inside, Jill said. I'm freezing. How about making some cocoa, Jill? Corey suggested. Okay. Jill turned once more to the east. Mom must have made it safely across the Gulf. What was it that people who have sons fighting in the war said? No news is good news. Jill would have heard if something bad had happened, wouldn't she? But Mom still had to cross the dangerous waters once more when she came back to the States. Please don't let the U-boats find Mom's ship, Jill prayed silently.